I like this conversation. I like how we're talking about some strategies for our school leaders to develop a rapport with their folks of color. Again, ultimately, we want to retain them. I wonder if there's some things outside of maybe their school related responsibilities that I might consider as a school leader that might support maybe even their mental health, or just maybe the belongingness of a staff member of color.
Yeah, I mean, I would say in terms of what are some outside things outside of like the academic or instructional supports, it's critical that we center educators' humanity. And what does that look like? In my book, I talk about a variety of educator stories that are from real educators, but there's one story in particular which I think captures this idea of what does it look like to center someone's humanity. An educator at the time was attending like a graduate program and was working really hard. At the same time, was a full-time teacher. And she came to school one day, and her leader noticed that she was just looking really tired. And so the leader in that moment, upon looking at the educator, said, you know what? I need you to take care of yourself. You need to be 100% to like support our kids. I trust you. You're amazing. You're in this building every day. I'm actually going to teach some of your classes today so you can go home and rest. Now, that is a very extreme example, but I love that story because she recognizes and honors, right, what an educator has brought to the school every day and the way in which she can uplift them through things that are within her locus of control. And so what does that look like on a more practical note for leaders that can't necessarily cover classes? In what ways are you maybe protecting teachers' work time during the day so they're not taking work home? In what ways are you creating opportunities for mentorship so that educators can learn from one another? In what ways are you maybe offering opportunities for leadership and advancement and cultivating the gifts that educators are bringing into the building? Also, in what ways are you just avoiding incurring uncompensated additional labor, right? Educators of color are often called upon to be the disciplinarians, to give the PD on classroom management. If you have speakers of other language, they become the translators in the building. In what ways are you honoring their humanity by sticking to their job responsibilities and not asking them to take on all of these additional unpaid duties? And if those duties are critical, in what ways are you honoring their humanity? Maybe by compensating them for that additional labor. So again, small things that we can do to refine working conditions, again, to center who our educators are.
You know, I've been doing a lot of research and having a lot of conversations on that in regards to the kind of the tokenization of a lot of our staff members. Like you said, they're always the one that has to deal with all the discipline. They're ones that, like you said, have to talk about how to be culturally responsive teacher or how to classroom management and all these things.